The Seoul people, I would say, they're God's people, first and foremost. They were created by Him. They were meant to worship Him. For thousands of years since the Seoul have existed, they have worshipped other things. And for the most part, they've never heard of Jesus. So we're going to be driving out to the middle of nowhere, hopefully visiting a few villages on the map that we can get to, and just do a few prayer walks, and hopefully by the end of the day we can spend a night in a Seoul village.
Yeah, the Seoul people live in central Laos, more in the rural areas, up in kind of more mountainous areas.
They live in an undeveloped country, and so they're so very much poor, and so they're subsistence farmers. You know, they go out and they gather and they grow. For the most part, you know, they're a community, and everything they do in community. So that's a real high value in Seoul culture.
ไทโซ่ว่าชนสัตว์ไทโซ่เขาก็ที่มากก็ที่ว่าอยู่ผู้ด้อยนี่แหละอยู่ผู้ด้อยทำมาหากินแบบนี้ละหากบหากินว่านั่นแต่พ่อแม่ก็ตะกี้ก็เขาอยู่ศาสนาอื่น
They worship the spirits of their ancestors, the spirits of nature, and so everything they do in life is to please the spirits, because in their worldview, right, the spirits are the ones who bless them and are the ones who bring rain, right, are the ones who bring good health and good fortune. One of the major barriers to reaching the soul for Jesus and for the gospel is physical. They're physically inaccessible.
We assume that there is going to be risk in our lives, and you know, I don't think the gospel has ever gone forward anywhere without risk. And we know a couple guys who were both in prison for a full year for their faith, for sharing.
เขามองเขาย่านแต่พวกเกียรนั้นออกเจ็บไข้ละลายหมดเลยโอ้เทต้องรัฐบาลวันนี้
We were able to meet one of the key leaders of the Seoul Church in Laos. His story is pretty amazing, just coming from demon possession and just being transformed.
เขาถามบอกสิถามแต่มันนั่นแหละถามว่าแม่นนะ
เจ้าไปอยู่ในผู้อยู่ใช้ก็ไปแต่ว่าในบ่เฮาอยู่สิอยู่ใช้ก็ไปเขาก็ว่านั้นเขาว่าเขาเพียงแต่เขาเว้านั่นล่ะ
เขาถามว่าสิ
ก็บ่ออกว่าน้องก็บ่เขาก็ยาก
เขาถามว่าเจ้าออกได้บ่ว่าโอ้เฮาแล้วบ่ออกเฮานี่เจ็บไข้ได้พยาธิแท้เขาจนค้างคุกจนเขามัดแต่แท้เฮาเนี่ยเดี๋ยวนี้แม่นออกนิดหน่อยหนึ่งก็บ่ได้เฮาเฉพาะว่าน้อยหนึ่งเฮาก็บ่ได้นะบ่ได้ก็ยาเขาอันนั้น
To be strong in despite of persecution and social pressure, I mean, it's huge.
We just came through a pretty sweet river, and the bike died, so it got some water in the engine. Just trying to dry things out.
I was first, so you know I was testing out the how deep it was, and eventually, so I got the deep end. You guys got the shallow end. Currently, there's two main things that God has really put in our hearts for the soul. Is just to mobilize people to pray for them, both local people and people all around the world. And the second thing is just to obey Jesus and just to go out in faith and teach people how to follow Jesus. We want to see prayer mobilized on a global scale, and we do that mostly by taking people, you know, and taking them on a journey of actually walking through Seoul villages and praying on site with insight. So prayer walking is a key strategy in mobilizing prayer.
Father, we just thank you for this village. We thank you for the people here. Just the Seoul people, a beautiful people that are near to you, near to your heart, God. We know that you love all peoples. We just ask for your name to come here quickly and your word to come here quickly.
Bye.
ไปดิ
ต่อปันส่วน And the second thing that's very important is training trainers. Just simply teaching people how to obey Jesus. You'd be surprised, the Seoul people are completely untouched, meaning they've never heard of Jesus before. Like there's no biblical context to work off of. And so they're super curious as to how to be free from demon worship, right? Like how to be free from fear. And so sharing the gospel and doing it chronologically, takes time, right? But the thing is that they're open to it.
Wow. Yeah, so it's been a rough few days.
We went over some really crazy mountain paths, had a few spills, and made it to our destination. It was the last village in this valley, the last Seoul village amongst our cluster, and just surrounded by just beautiful mountains and limestone cliffs. Not a single believer in the entire valley, thousands of people. Spent the night with the village headmen. We're gonna find Ham. He's this little kid that went to go look for a duck for us. So we're gonna go purchase this duck, and then we have to catch it first. But we'll let the kids do that, and then we have to kill it and prepare it. So one of the things about them, and a lot of people in Laos altogether, Lao cultures, they're super friendly. They're hospitable. Woke up at like 3 o'clock. Today we're hoping to make the ride back and meet with some local believers for some prayer and worship.
We would love to see churches located within reach of every Seoul village in Laos, so that they can have the opportunity to hear about the God who created the mountains that are right next to them, that made the river that runs right by them. And then we want them to have a heart for their other ethnic groups around them. There are smaller ethnic groups that still don't have a gospel witness.
And that's what really drives everything that we do. It's this vision of every tribe, every tongue, every nation. I mean, that's the promise that He's laid out. And so for us, our vision and our hope is to see not just 90 Seoul believers, but thousands, every tribe, every tongue, every nation. That's something that's going to happen and come to pass, and we're just privileged to be a part of it.